Me and Andre did our topic on the expectations of a male. Starting off, what are the expectations of a boy? Boys are taught to be tough, or in other words, to man up. This doesn't just mean to be able to do physical work, but also to be able and willing to beat up any other man. Boys are not born tough, nor do they feel tough in their early years. Young boys are taught to be tough and go against their natural personalities. This is mostly because of them seeing their dad as role models, and they see their dad as tough and willing to stand up for themselves and others. Fathers will act tough or not weak in front of their sons because of their own experiences. For example, if a boy's father was bullied when he was younger, then he will teach his son to act tough so he won't have to experience what he did. This brings me to my next point. Boys are taught to be emotionless. Going back to boys' natural personalities, or in other words, the personalities that they're born with, they're taught to go against them. For example, when boys cry, they're told, boys don't cry, or don't be a crybaby. Another example of this is showing fear. Boys are taught and shown not to show fear, and they cannot be afraid of anything. Boys could also pick this up from their dads. Since boys see their dad as role models, they will pick up everything that they do and what they don't do. For example, when was the last time you saw your dad cry or show any sort of emotion? Since boys get criticized for showing their natural emotion, they realize they can hide it. This results in boys not showing their emotions. This also connects to my last point of fathers teaching them to be tough in order not be bullied. Teaching them to be emotionless fits in the same category. Lastly, violence. This connects my last 2 points of emotionless and tough. Boys will learn to have the mentality to beat up any other man at a young age. They also learn that they cannot cry or show fear to prevent being made fun of. And since boys won't know how to express their emotions, it will result in an act of aggression and or violence. Boys will also learn throughout their life that they must fight in order to get to the top. Or in other words, bully to not be bullied.
Alright. What do women expect from a man? Women expect men to have good hygiene or oral hygiene, or good oral hygiene, because if the man doesn't have good oral hygiene or any hygiene, that will make the woman feel unattracted to the man because she will think that the man doesn't take care of himself. And if he doesn't take care of himself, how is he supposed to take care of her? Another thing that women expect their man to have is to have a good body. This is because she expects her man to be strong, muscular, and tall. She wants this because tall men are perceived as more masculine, and tall men are also perceived to be more gentle, and it would take longer for that man to reach his anger, and he would be less prone to violence. She wants the man to be muscular and strong because she wants her man to be able to protect her from any dangers that may be presented. Women also want a man to be wealthy, and this is because if the man that she is seeing is wealthy, he can take care of the woman and provide anything she would need or want. Also, if the man is wealthy, the woman can assure herself that the man has the necessities to make sure she gets the resources she needs to survive, such as food or water or clothes or anything else that she desires. The last thing that women will want out of their man is for their man to be honest. This is because women like to get straight to the point. They don't like to play games and jump all around the place. Women also don't want to feel uncertain, and this is because if the woman is feeling uncertain, about something, like the man is hiding something or something like that, she would feel more inclined to be worried and she would end up leaving him.
Moving on, what is the role of a man in a family? First off, the man should be the provider in a family. A study from September 2017 shows that 7 in 10 adults, or 71%, feel that men should be able to support the family financially to be a good husband and a good father, while only 3 in 10 adults, or 32%, feel that it's essential for the wife to fulfill the same role. This is because men usually have higher paying jobs and work more hours than women. Men doing a better and faster job also plays a role in this. Second off, the man should be the protector of the family. The man needs to establish boundaries. They need to protect the wife from child rudeness and the family from danger. The man is responsible for the physical security of the family. This is because men have the physical and mental powers to protect his loved ones. As stated before, men should have the mentality to beat up any other man that threatens him or his family. Man should also have responsibility. This connects my last 2 points, since men are responsible to protect the family and support them financially. A man's responsibility also includes to him owning up to his mistakes. He does not shift the blame onto anyone else or try to rationalize his problems. Instead, the man simply owns up that he made a mistake. He feels sorry for it, he learns from it, and he offers to make up for it. In fact, when a man apologizes for his mistakes, he is more of a man. This is because he is showing that he has the courage and integrity to own up to his faults and correct them.
Alright, so the guiding question is, how does media influence our sense of self? So, media can influence our sense of self by telling or showing us things that make us doubt ourselves or make us feel bad. An example of this would be the ideal body image of men or women. Women are expected to have a slim body and to have an hourglass shape, while a man is expected to have an inverted pyramid with broad shoulders and a slim waist.
Now, how can we be resilient to this? Well, we can't really be resilient to this right now. This is because we already are, I guess you could say, wired like this from our childhood. Also, our generation is already used to this. They're used to men being tough and having no emotion and being tall and having the perfect body. This means that we can't really fix this problem right now, but we could fix it next generation. When we grow up to be dads and moms, we could not force our boys, our sons, to hide their natural emotion. We could stop everybody from having a perfect body image, since everyone is different. Since we can't really answer any questions, we'll just answer the ones that you usually ask. Now, why did we pick this topic? Well, I picked this topic because I saw other people presenting on what is the expectations of a woman and what is the ideal body image of a woman. So I was curious on what is the ideal body image of a man and what is the expectations of a male. Now, what is one thing that I learned from my research? Well, one thing that I learned from my research is how parents treat boys, their sons. I noticed how brainwashed I was that I have to be tough and I can't cry and I can't show fear. I remember that my dad teaching me that when I was younger, and it's crazy how brainwashed I was and how messed up this generation is.